loves, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining and I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some goals I have for the new year, some things that I think may help you in the new year. I just thought it would be a nice time to kind of chat about some goals, do a little bit of manifesting if that's something that you're into, sharing some positivity going into the new year. So if that sounds interesting to you, keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys 5 achievable goals that I have for this year that I would like to try and put into practice. I'm also gonna share 5 things that I'd like to manifest into the universe that hopefully saying them out loud and sharing them with you will make some sort of a difference, because if you don't vocalize things, how do you expect things to happen? And 5 little tips for you guys to maybe try and make this year as positive as it can be. I'd like you to go down below and write in a comment one goal that you have for the year, one thing that you would like to achieve this year. And I know they sound like the same thing, but I think a goal is kind of like a resolution, whereas an achievement is more like I would like to get a promotion. And one piece of advice for everyone else in the comments to read, to maybe make their day a little bit happier, just share a little bit of love in the comments and I will come and be replying to my favorites because I love to see what you guys comment. It's my favorite thing. Let us begin. Make sure you got yourself a tea. A hot beverage of choice, if you will. It doesn't have to be tea. So the first section is 5 achievable goals that I would like to keep up with. Tim and I have actually decided to do 300 days of yoga this year. Out of the 365 days in 2021, we would like to do yoga on 300 of those days. Yoga is so amazing for your mental and physical health. I often kind of take it for granted. I go through waves of really getting into it and then stopping, and whenever I start doing it again, I forget how good it makes me feel, both physically, alongside my other training. It's so great for my recovery, but also mentally it makes me feel really clear, and it's a great way to start your day. So Tim's great, he does it like every day and has done for a long time. I just want to keep up doing it with him as well. It really helps me personally. So yoga, 300 days. Similarly to that one, I would like to do 300 days of workouts this year. Now, I don't really know how I want to go about it because yoga is technically a workout. So if I do 300 days of yoga, I've technically done 300 days of exercise, but 300 days of slightly higher intensity exercise, like strength training, going for a long walk even, something that gets your heart rate up. I'd like to do 300 days because exercise is my ultimate feel-good thing to do. It makes me feel my best. It makes me feel so happy. Why would I limit myself? Obviously, I'm not going to exercise every single day for a year because I do need rest days. But I think 300 out of 365 days is a good goal. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know that I want to do a Project 10 book, which is very similar to my current and ongoing Project 10 pan, where I have 10 products that I have to use up before I'm allowed to buy any new products. I've got a similar thing now going with books. I really don't read a lot. I'm not a big reader. I've never been a big reader. My sister was a massive bookworm when we were little, and I just never picked up the habit of reading, and I really wish that I had. I think it would have made areas of my life a lot easier, for example school, if I enjoyed the reading side of things. But in my mid-20s, I decided it was time to try and find a love for reading. So I've set myself a challenge to read 10 books in 2021. For some people, that is nothing. For me, that's probably more books than I've read in my life. I wish I was exaggerating. So I've chosen the 10 books. If you'd like to see those 10 books, check out my last video. I talk about each one a little bit. Tim also shared his because he's doing it as well. The book that I'm starting with is Marie Kondo's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying. It's no secret, I'm not a tidy person. I'm very particular about a lot of things. I'm a massive perfectionist in some areas of my life, but tidying and cleaning is not one of those areas. I think that there is a really strong link between having a tidy home and mental health. I think it's something that isn't often spoken about, but I think it is something that is extremely, what's the word? This is why I should read more. Once you know that, it's quite clear. Something that I'm really liking about this book is the link between your mental state and your space, your physical space. This little piece of paper says 10 pages a day, and that is my absolute minimum. I am trying to set the habit of reading at least 10 pages a day. So if you're anything like me and you're not a huge reader and you'd like to be, definitely join me on this. I would absolutely love it if you would. And if you do, maybe comment down below like how many books you'd like to read this year. Maybe add that to the comment that you left at the beginning. I would love to know. This is the book that I'm starting with. I really would like to read 10 books this year. Number 4, I think, is probably the biggest out of all of them. I just want to up my game. I want to make my workflow so much more efficient. I want to put so much more effort into the videos that I'm making, and I really want to actually add some sort of value to your lives. I love making videos, and I have so many things that I want to talk about, that I'm passionate about, that I think I could help you with, and sometimes I just feel like I don't do enough in the content that I'm making. I think my kind of tagline for this is going to definitely be quality over quantity in 2021. I'm going to be keeping up with the weekly vlogs because they are my absolute favorites, and I'm going to stick with Tuesdays and Thursdays on my upload days. I may do Tuesday or Thursday. If there's a particular week that I get loads done, I'll do both. I really want to invest time and love into every single video I make, rather than just uploading because I feel like I have to, because I don't think that's adding any value to you. And over Christmas, I have been like proper playing with loads of different like editing softwares, and I've updated my lens. This isn't actually the updated lens. I'm yet to film with the updated lens, but I will do soon, and I'll let you know when it is. And I'm just getting really excited about editing again and playing with my videos and my thumbnails and just making them as cool and fun and helpful as they can be and entertaining. But I also want this space to feel really comforting. You come here, we talk about something, maybe I'll show you something, or maybe it'll be a haul or a makeup tutorial, but I feel like I want the underlining theme of this channel to be a safe space where you can come, relax and chill out with me. And that is really how I want this channel to feel and what I really want to work towards this year. I want to put a lot more love into my YouTube channel this year. And I also want to do the same on my Instagram. This is kind of the same point, up my game on my social medias in general. I really want to post on my Instagram more and like really try. I think my Instagram at the moment for me is just a personal account. It's just my personal Instagram account where I just kind of chuck up photos willy-nilly. Like if I have a picture, I'll post it. If I don't, I won't for a week and it's whatever. But I don't want that. I don't want to put loads of pressure on myself or anything like that, but I'd really like to just put in a little bit more effort. I love Instagram. I love taking pictures. But I just want to start doing like content days where I'll take a whole day to like shoot loads of content and make some really cool stuff. Same with Reels. That is a big goal for this year. Upping my content on YouTube and Instagram, putting in the effort. Definitely let me know what you would like to see. I know that you would love to see more food videos. I'll definitely do like what I eat in a week videos. I really want to bring some fashion back to this channel, but also these kind of advice chatty videos. I think you guys actually really like these and I don't do them enough. So yeah, I'm excited. My final goal or resolution for this year, and these are all achievable small things, but this one is a little bit more of just a personal one. I really want to try and enforce some sort of work-life balance in my life this year. I think it's quite hard when your job is your life and your life is your job to find that separation. And I do struggle with it because I take a lot of comments and critiques quite personally, because when someone's commenting on your work, it is kind of a comment on you as a person, especially in the industry that I'm in. I'd really like to try and detach myself from that a little bit and try and follow the quote, if they don't know you in person, don't take it personal. I do tend to, as soon as I get one negative comment about something I'm doing, I feel this need to change everything I'm doing, and even though the majority is enjoying it, and it is just a form of self-sabotage, and I really want to stop doing that. I want to progress, and I really want to build this channel as a business, but also keep my mental health in check and remember that is the #1 priority. So I want to do a few little things just to keep that separation. Like, I want to give myself a lunch break, try and finish work at a certain time, rather than just kind of constantly flitting between the two. So those are my little achievable goals, which I think will make me feel good. They'll make me feel accomplished. It's nothing too crazy. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself this year because you just don't know what's going to happen. 2020 is a prime example of that. Now I'm going to share with you 5 things I would like to put out into the universe that I would love to achieve this year. The first goal I have set is I would love to hit 250,000 subscribers on this channel. I really want to reach 250,000 this year. I think that that would be amazing and I'd be so proud. So 250,000, I'm putting it out there. If you're new, please be sure to subscribe. We would love to have you join us on this very exciting journey that is life. The second one is similar, but I would really love to hit 100K on Instagram. I know that the number isn't the most important thing by any means, but it's nice to just have that kind of validation that your work is appreciated, and to know that there is that many people who like you and who enjoy what you do and who want to spend time with you. It's just really lovely to think about. It makes me so proud every day knowing that I've got 200,000 subscribers, but I would love to hit 250,000 this year. That would be amazing. I've got a strength goal. I'd really like to hip thrust 120 kilograms this year. That would be really fun. I don't know what my PB is right now because obviously gyms are closed, but my last PB is 6 reps of 100 kilograms, and I haven't lifted that heavy since. If the gyms reopen, I'd love to hit 6 reps of 120 kilograms. That would be really cool. I want to collaborate with a brand this year. I really want to create something. I want to launch it. It doesn't have to come out this year, but I would like to start the process this year of creating something with a brand. I have a few ideas of things I would love to do. For example, a jewelry collection would be the dream, like the dream. I'd also really like to bring out my own tea bags, which I know sounds a bit ridiculous, but I have 2 flavors in mind that I would love to collaborate with one of my favorite tea brands, maybe Tea Pigs. That would be amazing to create. That would be the dream as well. I'm just gonna push that out there, but I'd also like to relaunch the Mug of Positivities so that you guys can get your hands on one. And then finally, I'd really like to bring out a recipe ebook or some sort of lifestyle ebook to inspire you guys to enjoy your food, enjoy cooking, get into the kitchen and treat it as some sort of therapy for you. That's how I see it. Cooking makes me so relaxed and I love it. I love eating, I love cooking for other people. Putting love directly into your food is doing the same for yourself. I love how food brings people together. I just love food. I love food. So I would really love to bring out an ebook of some of my favorite recipes that I love to cook here at home and that you guys love to make that I've already shared with you as well. Yeah, that would be really, really cool. I'd love to do that. On to the final stage. This third section are 5 little bits of advice that I have for you guys to make 2021 as good as it could possibly be for you. First one is something that I recently said on my Insta stories, and someone asked me, how do you make yourself have a good day? And I responded with, it comes in 3 parts. Do something every day that makes you feel good. That could be having a bubble bath. That could be doing a workout. It could be eating your favorite food. It could be completing a task that you've been putting off. That may not seem fun, but the after feeling is amazing. So do something that will make you feel good. The second one is do something that will make somebody else feel good. So that could be phoning somebody who you've not spoken to in a while, or who you think really needs to talk to somebody, especially at the moment when everyone feels quite alone. Reaching out to someone. It could be making your friends some cupcakes and dropping them on their doorstep. It could be going through your Instagram and liking 10 people's photos and leaving them all a nice comment. Spending an extra 10 minutes of your day doing something for somebody else. And the third tip is do something that's going to make you feel good tomorrow, because then you've always got something to look forward to. So that could be when you make your favorite meal, make 2 portions so that you've got one for tomorrow, so that you know you've got a delicious lunch. You can look forward to it all day, and in the middle of your work day you can take a break and enjoy a meal that you cooked yourself the day before because you were thinking of you. It could be cleaning your bed sheets. It could be ticking off 1 extra thing on your to-do list that you had put on tomorrow's to-do list if you have a little bit of extra time, and taking a little bit of the load off of you tomorrow. Whatever it is, something that you will be grateful for yourself for the following day, because this just invokes so many good emotions. You feel grateful immediately for yourself, not for anyone else, for you. You're grateful for you yesterday. And that is just another version of you. It's still you. So you feel grateful for yourself, which is a very important thing to feel. You should feel grateful for yourself every day because you're all you've got, really. It makes you feel happy in that moment because you're enjoying something that you like, or you don't have to do something that you don't like. And also, it will encourage you to do it again. Positive reinforcement. So that next day, if you do it every day you'll be grateful that you did something for you every day. Those are the first 3. They're kind of tied into one, but they are 3 individual acts that you can do every day. This might sound corny, but my next suggestion, piece of advice for the upcoming year is try and find something that makes you feel like a child again, in the sense of it invokes that feeling of play and freedom and makes you feel carefree like a child, or like most children, you would hope, like a child. Taking up a dance lesson, that could be scrapbooking, that could be painting, like finger painting, cross-stitching, something that is tactile, that removes you from where you are and is somewhat creative, playful, brings out that inner child in you, which we all have and which I think we should tap into more often. This year, 2020, we had to become more creative. Be that creative Zoom parties, birthday parties, New Year's Eve, we have to be creative. And I think we should really try and use that momentum of finding ways to entertain ourselves, finding ways of being creative, because that's, at the end of the day, a lot of the time what we did as children. When we were little, like, you have to keep yourself entertained and you would just make games up, or you would just play with something, just be in your own little world doing it, quite content, and you don't feel stressed about what you need to be doing, what you should be doing. You're just playing and you're in that moment doing that. And I think a lot of people have been using that technique again as a form of escapism from what is going on in the world. I know I have, if I'm feeling stressed, if I'm feeling anxious, I'll scrapbook, I'll do something creative. Even yoga is somewhat childlike. There's literally a pose called child's pose. Kids just roll around on the floor, grabbing their feet, exploring and playing. And I think it's such an important part of being a grown-up that you need to be able to tap into that and use that for your own benefit. So find something that makes you release your inner child and play and feel that sense of freedom and spontaneity, I guess. Mine is scrapbooking, but I would really love to do something else. Like, I know this might be a bit inappropriate. Is pole dance? I really want to start pole dancing classes. I feel like it's inappropriate to talk about children and pole dancing in the same sentence, but you know what I mean? Like, it's learning something new, a new skill. It's playful and it's fun, but it's something that you have to really concentrate and focus on, which puts your mind into that state of it's me and the pole and I'm gonna play and explore and practice and focus on this and not think about everything else. That, I think, is something I would really like to pick up this year when the studios open. And I'll totally document that if I can, because I think that would be super fun. Sorry to go straight from children to pole dancing. Pole dancing doesn't have to be sexualized, by the way. It's an excellent form of exercise. Try your absolute best to just be nicer. I know that is, again, quite a vague thing to say, but the other day I was just sat thinking about life, as I often do, and just thinking, lots of time to think in lockdown. I was like, wouldn't everything be a bit better if literally everyone was just a tiny bit nicer? As a ripple effect, if everyone was a little bit nicer to someone else every single day, wouldn't the world just be a little bit better? And then it got me thinking, but why are people not nice? They're probably not nice because they don't particularly like themselves. So I'm gonna tie that in with be a little bit nicer to yourself every day and be a little bit nicer to everyone else every day. You don't have to go and be the nicest person in the world if you're not that kind of person, which I hope you are. And I feel like you are. If you're in this community, I have a feeling you're probably quite a nice person, because I don't really want to be attracting dickheads. Just try and be a bit nicer to yourself this year. Give yourself time, be patient with yourself, but also be a bit more patient with the people around you, because everyone has the right to be a bit traumatized from this year, and there is a lot that has happened behind closed doors for a lot of people that you will never know about, they'll probably never talk about. Be kind. Be kind to you, be kind to others. If everybody who watches this video did that, that's a lot of happier people, right? So think before you speak, think before you comment. If you watch any other YouTube videos today, which I'm sure you will, leave a positive comment on it. It doesn't have to be an essay, but just spread some love. It will make the person reading it feel really good, but also it will probably make you feel quite good too. That's how it works. It's a big old circle of love, you know? I feel like I've been talking for a very long time. I feel like this is a little bit of a rambly video, not gonna lie. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I love doing these kind of sit down, chatty things with you guys. I think it brings us a little bit closer. You get to know me a little bit more. Like I said, make sure you comment down below. Let me know a goal that you have, something you want to achieve. Give someone else some advice and reply to other people's comments. If you don't want to go and write a comment on someone else's video, reply to someone else's comment on this video and tell them that they can do it. Give them some encouragement of one of their goals. You never know, it could make someone's day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy 2021. I really hope we have a good year. I know that the world is a very scary place at the moment for a lot of people, and I hope that this channel is somewhere you can come and feel safe. I have loads of videos planned that I'm excited about, and I hope you're excited about. And yeah, if you're new and you've managed to make it this far into me rambling on about, you know, life, then do make sure you subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate seeing you next time. Come and join us. Cheers, guys. Bye.